Hi Scorpio, welcome to Sugar Free Tarot for Grown-Ups. This is your monthly reading for November 2020. I'm just having a little shuffle here so that we all know where we stand. Good. Thank you for joining me if this is your first time, and thank you for joining me if it's not your first time. Another one. And one more for you, Scorpio. Beautiful. Now I say it myself. Right, let's go. Last cut. Right. Oh, how lovely. The Empress. The High Priestess. This is a good start, Scorpio. Oh, Judgment. Wow. Okay, looks like it might be a bit of a month. Might be a bit of a month. Okay, something big coming out in the wash for you here, Scorpio. Really big. And it's to do with these powerful female archetypes here. We've got the Queen of the World and the Queen of Heaven here, the Empress, the force of nature, fertility, fecundity, the Great Mother. Here we have the Queen of the Spirit, okay, the High Priestess, the one who knows the secrets of all our souls. Wow. Okay. And Judgment. So oh, do you know that the word that is coming to me is vindication? Vindication. You were right all along, Scorpio. I don't say things like that very often. Scorpio, it's really strange. Listen, I'm Taurian, so we're opposite signs. And so often when it comes to your readings, these great big pronouncements, really kind of dramatic pronouncements, come out of me for you, Scorpio. You were right all along, my loves. You were right all along. Right, let's keep going. I'm not even going to shuffle again. Okay, yeah, Devil in reverse. So the hooks come out. They come out. They leave. Okay, you know, I'm reminded, this is going to sound a little bit gory, okay, I'm going to grab my tea. I had this friend once who was a carpenter, and he was doing some work one day, and he managed, by accident, obviously, to embed a quite meaty chip of wood, about an inch long, and quite like the thickness of about 3 matchsticks. This big like chunk of wood went smack right into his knuckle, right into his hand behind his knuckles, and it just like embedded itself there while he was working, and he left it there. Okay, this was decades ago. This was before you could die from something like that, die of sepsis. All right, before all these antibiotic resistant bloody bacteria had got going. Thank you, privatised hospital services. Anyway, he left it there, and it did get infected. And he was telling me about this in the pub one night. It was decades ago, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Right? And then one day, it just exited. He didn't touch it. He said he didn't touch it, or perhaps he kind of made a fist like this, and it just went like this, and kind of removed itself from his hand, and it all healed up and it was fine. And this is what I'm getting with the Devil in reverse here. You were right. You were right all along. And those hooks that have been in there and that have been so painful and sore and infected and all this, They just come out because the time is right for them to come out, Scorpio. The time is right. Now, sometimes things happen because of what we do. Sometimes things happen because of how we react to what other people do. And sometimes it's just because the time is right. And this is what I'm getting from this. This is glorious. Absolutely glorious. What is it about you, Scorpio? What is it that makes this hyper down to earth Taurian come out with this stuff? Oh, I love you for that. You help me dream. Okay. Right, and we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. So exactly like. Hold on, he's in reverse. Now, which way do I put him up so that you can see that he's in reverse? There we go. So the camera's in the opposite direction. Okay, and I'm reading towards you. So Hangman in reverse again. Something that was stuck is released. Something that was hung up and suspended is loosened and flows because the gravity has reached that point, Scorpio. You know, there's a tipping point in these things beyond which they cannot stay stuck. And November 2020, with whatever it is that's brought you to this reading, is the time of release. Release. How wonderful. And how wonderful it is. And it can sometimes be a bit kind of a bit shocking when there's something that perhaps you've been wondering about for a long time, something that doesn't quite add up, and you think, I bet, no. Everyone's like, no, come on, and you're like, oh God, am I right? Am I wrong? And you get gaslit and you gaslight yourself a bit, and I'm like, oh no, it doesn't seem right, And then things fall out, and you're like, oh my God, I was right. That's what I'm seeing for you this month, Scorpio. Okay. We get the moon. Yeah. Okay. This is powerful stuff, Scorpio. Don't, if you can possibly avoid it, get too swept up in this, says the woman who's just been coming out with all this dramatic stuff. Try not to get too carried away with it. There's a little bit of possibility here that the intensity of this realization, the intensity. I mean, again, think back to my friend, the carpenter, with this wedge of wood like exiting from his knuckle. You'd be looking at that happening, and there would be something surreal about it. There's the potential for a certain amount of disorientation through this process. So remember, we have the Empress in the upright. We have the High Priestess in the upright. Okay? Those are your foundations. These eternal and unequivocal and unarguable with feminine spirits of Shakti. We've got the mother of the earth and heaven, and we've got the mother of the soul here. Both of them in the upright, right next to each other. Nothing can shake any of this. But you know, it might be a bit like, oh, flipping heck, I was right. So gently, okay? Because what's coming out this month, and it is coming out this month, is going to ring through life for an extended period of time to come. So gently does it. The moon as you see it now, here, and this is telling me this might actually be around Halloween time, or possibly the full moon in November. I don't know when that is, but I know that the full moon that's associated with the new moon that's happening today, the 16th of October, when I'm doing these readings, is on the 31st of October. But it appears to be full. Okay, it appears to be full. It appears to be at the zenith of its weird power. Okay, and just to say the word weird, we know it as an adjective. Okay, say something is weird, but it's actually an old, I think, Gaelic noun which means destiny. Okay, it's a noun and it means destiny, but it's borrowed light. This is what I'm coming up to. It's borrowed light and its appearance changes all the time. So it's not necessary to buy in to this full moon energy through this really quite breathtaking process of exposure of something. It's not necessary to buy into the weird of it, because it's borrowed light that changes in its appearance the whole time. So just let it go. Breathe. The ladies have got you. All right? They've got you. No worries. Beautiful, Scorpio. I'm going to leave it there. Whoa. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again for another reading soon. Namaste.